I'm John Fawcett, co-creator of Orphan Black.
And Graeme Manson, also co-creator of Orphan Black.
It was important to us to cast Canadian. We wanted to find a Canadian lead, and so we looked at pretty much everyone.
But we saw Tatiana early, and she was a front runner from the beginning, for sure.
Yeah.
Interesting that Evelyn Brochu also came in to read as for all the clones, and we really liked her. We really liked what she did, so much so that we wrote her a role.
Yeah.
It always started with Sarah, and then fleshing out the world. John grew up in the suburbs of Calgary, so we knew we needed a suburban clone.
Yeah, the soccer mom kind of came definitely from the Calgary suburbs. Sort of from my sister, to be honest. Cosima kind of came more from your world.
Yeah, a little bit more West Coast, and we wanted a scientist, someone who would be omniscient, be able to look at their dilemma with that detached scientific eye. We knew where we wanted to go with Helena. We knew that we were going to reveal that she was Sarah's twin sister, and that we would, try and redeem a villain.
The character was purposely meant to be sort of in the shadows and mysterious. In fact, it was so mysterious that we didn't even have a name for her for a long time. We just called her Assassin Black.
If we can avoid her changing from one clone to another during a day, we will. But it doesn't happen. It just eventually, she's chock-a-block in the show. So, several days a week, even if it's not a clone scene, she's having to do a change in the middle. And those changes can take anywhere, depending on which clone, from half an hour to an hour and a half.
From a scheduling point of view, that's the challenge of the show. It's the challenge of writing the show, it's the challenge of scheduling the show, it's the challenge of directing the show. Trying to keep the whole thing going. Because scenes, if you're doing a clone scene, essentially it takes about twice as long to do a clone scene as it does to do a normal scene.
Felixs is, he's far more than just his sexuality, for sure, just like Cosima is. It's important to us for those characters that they just are. They are who they are. They're not special because of their sexuality. They're treated like anyone else.
It's one of the very most important aspects to our show, to us, that the characters remain rich and layered and dense and soulful and grounded and real. It's a really interesting year of expansion and change for all of the characters. Certainly, from the show's point of view, though, our biggest new element here is the male clones and the discovery of the male clones and what the male clones mean in the bigger picture and how they shed light on the mystery that Sarah's following.